everybody. I'm sorry, I have a lot of energy today. Um, I loved my last challenge that I gave to myself, where I recreated the Animal Crossing house in The Sims 4. And because I love The Sims 4, it's one of my favorite games. It didn't used to be my favorite game. I actually kind of hated it for a while, but I got over that hatred, and now I like it. And I recreated the Animal Crossing house, like the medium, like I think it's a second upgrade. And I recreated that in Sims 4, and I had a great time doing it. So what I wanted to do today was I wanted to recreate one of my favorite, um, like a home from one of my favorite like shows. It's called Moomin Valley. There's a bunch of different shows. I don't know if they all have the same name, but Moomin Valley is basically about this like family of trolls, like from like it's a Finnish show, and they're about these trolls, but they kind of look like hippos, but they're really soft and fluffy hippos because they all have like this white, like really soft looking fur, and yeah, they basically just live in this house in this place called Moomin Valley, and I couldn't really replicate Moomin Valley in the game in Sims 4 because there's limited places, but this is a pretty good replication of it. Like there's another house over there, but if you ignore that house, then this is actually pretty decently isolated and stuff. And they're not the only house in Moomin Valley, but they're in their area. They are. So, yeah, the house is really iconic looking, and because of its iconic look, I wanted to replicate it. It's gonna be really hard though. Actually, it's gonna be impossible because in The Sims 4 you don't have curved walls. There just isn't curved walls. There's no windows that can go on curved walls. So the closest I'm gonna be able to get is kind of like an octagonal kind of design, um, and that's fine. I'm not gonna go for, again, with the Animal Crossing thing. I'm not going for exact realism or to exactly replicate it because it's impossible. But I wanted to replicate it as close as I could. So to start off with, it is raised up a little bit. So I need to raise it up. Not very high. Oops, I clicked the wrong button. It doesn't need to be raised very high. Um, it just needs to be like, that might be a little bit too high. I just need enough for like one step basically down, and it's a pretty big house. I actually hope I can like make the correct amount of floors. So let me see. I'm gonna try to make this as close as I can. The reason why this challenge is gonna be so hard is because this house is insane. It has no like set floor plan that I could find. I was looking at like toys. I went all out on this, okay guys? I was looking at toys, I was looking at the show, I was looking at diagrams, but they're all like in Russian, so I don't really know why they're in Russian, but I couldn't really read it. So I was like, oh god. So this is gonna be an absolute nightmare. Also, it seems like whenever they need like a new room, they kind of just draw a new room in, but they don't specify where the new room is. So it's kind of confusing how everything works in this house. But yeah, so there's also different styles because, again, like the problem with the Animal Crossing one was the outside it looks small, and then when you go inside, there's like a bajillion rooms in the house, and you're like, there's no way this could work unless we're inside the TARDIS, with Doctor Who. The same problem is with this the cartoon. It's very skinny. The house is really skinny. Also, I don't know why they have a circular roof, but they don't have like a circular walls. It's so stupid. Anyway, I'm gonna try to do the circular roof to start off with, but this might not work. Yeah, this looks dumb. All right, let me put on the octagonal roof. That will at least mostly fit right. But yeah, so it's basically just impossible to have. It just, what is up? What is up right now? Why is this so difficult? Hold on. I swear by God, nothing in this game makes any sense. Like, nothing works in this game. Okay, hold on. So I think it's like that, maybe, that I need to do. But anyway, so the problem is in The Sims and in real life, the house is not skinny. You can't make the house skinny because it doesn't make sense with all the rooms that are needed in this house and all of the just the physics of it. It has to be squatter, like more squat, and I kind of hate it. Like, I don't like that because that doesn't look like the house in the game. I mean, not in the game, in the. So you know what? I'm gonna start over because I hate that. And you wanna know what? I'm gonna go for more like I'm gonna try to go for something that is like a good happy in between. So they in real life they've made this house, right? They've made this house in real life, and hold on, let me just try and make this. Is this 6? How many rooms is this? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Okay, 8. So this is good. So I want it to be like as small as I can get it. Oh, that doesn't look circular. It's a lie. Okay. How am I going to do this in this game? This makes no sense to me. Okay, so I need to like proof of concept this. And this is why I'm doing this like totally I'm not doing this with any like I didn't build this beforehand because I wanted this to be realistic. Like I wanted this to come off as I wanted this to come off as being true to like myself, and like I wanted this to be, I don't know, I just don't want it to be like, oh, I made this and I'm just showing you you know, I want this to be a struggle. I want this to be a struggle bus, you know. But yeah, so they replicated this house. Oops. They replicated this house in 2 countries, in Finland and in Japan, because those were the places where it was most popular. And I also have to make this house a little bit taller in order to add in all the rooms that I need. I also need to make sure that the roof works and the staircases work in this game because it's those 2 things are really important. Basically, the house is just a giant tower, and that's why it's kind of iconic. And also, this kind of stick out a little bit. What I could try to do is what height is this on? This is on the medium. So if I put it on large, right, then I can extend this out a little bit, hopefully, like that, and it'll still look tall. I also might have to add change the number of floors because again, I'm trying to make this like as close to the original idea as possible, but even the original idea changes like constantly and how it looks and stuff. So I'm gonna give myself a little liberties here. Like I said, I literally like spent half an hour to an hour like researching this house and trying to figure out how to make it. And let me tell you, it was the hardest thing I've ever done in my life. I know that's absolutely an exaggeration, but still. So anyway, yeah, so they made a house, a version of this in Japan, and they made a version of this in Finland, and both of them look completely different from each other. So that's why I'm kind of giving myself some liberties, because clearly even like the people that are doing this like in real life, like replicating this house in real life, don't know how to do it. And the reason is because this isn't based on anything in real life. I mean, it's based on like a finished house, but the design of it is entirely made like from the movie and the TV show. So all of it is completely just designed like, you know, in a fantasy world. So that's why it's kind of impossible to replicate this in real life. And Sims 4 is based more on real life than fantasy. So that's the dilemma. So yeah, anyway, the house in Finland, if I remember correctly, it's more squat, more like realistic proportions. Like it's shorter and wider. And then the one in Japan is more realistic, but it's smaller because it's what you have to do. When you make something narrower and like the diameter, you know, shorter, then it's going to be smaller inside. So they weren't able to fit all the rooms in. Like if you look at a diagram of the floor plan. I'll put it on screen. I don't know if this is official. Again, it's in Russian or something. I can't read it. So I don't even know if it's official. But either way, it's completely unrealistic. Like in that house, in order to have all those rooms, those little rooms, it would have to be massive, like a mansion. And this house is just supposed to be like a really shoddy, put together house. Um, and um, so I kind of am just like, you know what? I'm gonna go half seas, try to do my best, but my best is not gonna be the best because it's impossible. So let's see. I might put on like some pictures like up here of like what it looks like. So this is what it looks like in the cartoon, right? Okay, and then this is what it looks like in the Finland one, like the Finnish theme park. Because again, this is a Finnish cartoon. And then this is what it looks like in Japan. So if you can't tell, help me. Like what? So and then there's like all these replications of it, like in like Minecraft and in like people's drawings, and I don't know. It's really confusing. So I'm just doing the best I can. I'm gonna try to get all the things in it that I need, like to be like it, the things that need to be in it. I'm gonna put in it. And let me see if I like this proportions. I think I might need to. How many rooms is this? Okay, that's the tallest wall height. Sorry if you hear my phone dinging. It's because I need my phone on because I'm using it for like pictures and stuff. So hold on, wait a sec. Actually, I'm gonna turn off all of the sound. Maybe that'll help, but you might hear things still. I don't know. So the other problem is, Moomin Troll, like the main character or one of the main characters, he lives in the roof, and I don't know how to do that in this game. Like I'm trying to think how to do that, and let me just try to like see if I can. I can't even do that. So what I'm gonna do is I need to delete a floor, or I could drag this down. Oops, I moved a tree. I could drag this down, and it looks. Actually, it doesn't look stupid because in the actual cartoon, the house has a huge hangover. But what if I can I lower the height of the roof? No, that looks stupid. It's so hard. Like I don't even know how I'm going to replicate this in The Sims. Like I saw someone did it before, but they modded the game. So, yeah, you know what I mean? Like I'm at a disadvantage because I'm not modding my game. I'm just kind of using the base game. So hold on, let me put the grid back on. I need to make a dormer. Probably the fourth floor. Okay, let me go down a floor. And then like put this out. And what I'm hoping is I'm just trying to trick the game into like thinking I'm doing what I'm trying to do. So let's see. Oh man, this is rough. How many floors is this? 1, 2, 3, 4. The reason why I made a fourth floor when there's only, well, there is 4 floors in this, but the fourth floor is just the roof, right? So the thing that I need to do is I need to somehow make, do you see my problem? Right? So if I do this, then you can see all the floor. Oh, God. What if I delete this, but then keep the dormer going out? Oh, let me go down a floor. Like that. I literally have no idea if this is gonna work or not. Yeah? Like, that looks disgusting. Hold on, I need to try to. God, this game is so wacky. I just need to put it down. It's just a little bit, it's just floating. What the hell? Okay. Nope. Let me try to like do this maybe. Maybe that'll help. I don't know. Did that work? Is that floating still? It's still floating. Why is it floating? That makes no sense. What if I made this? No, that is literally... Okay, hold on. I need to delete the roof because I think there's something that glitched out. Okay, so let me put the roof back on. 8. Why is it still floating? Oh, it's on the floor above. So I need to go down a floor. Put it down there. Okay, it's on the ground. Thank God. All right, so let's see if I can... I raise this up. I pull this down, right? I grab the tree again. Okay, now I need to put this out because there is a dormer, but only on this one side. So I'm kind of glad that's only on that one side. Wow. That is bizarre. Dang it. Okay. Hold on. I'm just trying to like look at... Okay. Yeah, so it's just a tiny little dormer. And then there's like a little tiny... Oops. I need to go up. Turn this. Make it smaller. I mean, I guess that's pretty decent. Like, it's not the worst version of this. It's just really... The thing is, it's just really... it's really strange. Like, it looks... way bigger than it does in the actual cartoon. But again, I don't know if I can really fix that. This is on the smallest setting, so I can't make it any smaller. And then the only thing that I can maybe do is angle this up a little bit and then kind of like put it down more. But again, it doesn't look the worst. It just doesn't look the best, you know? Doesn't look the best, but then again, I don't really know if I can make this any better than what I've already done. Like, if I made this like super wide, I think it's, maybe I can make the roof shorter. Maybe that'll help. Okay, it didn't change at all. I wonder if there's any dormers, like, let's see. It's just not the same color, though. Although, can I change the color? No. So, this is, like, the size that it should be. Well, actually, it kind of should be, like, a size in between those two. So, I guess what I'll do is I'm just going to leave it like that and hope for the best. And hopefully I can make it look prettier. Sure. So, okay, so then on this side, there is, again, it doesn't make sense. All the sizes are just bizarre, like bonkers. Let's see. Okay, so it looks like there's posts, like here, here, and then here, here, and okay, so maybe not there and there. Maybe these go back more. Oops. Like here, and these go here, right? And then this kind of extends out a little bit more. And then like that. Okay, and I need this to go, the grid to go down. So then this has a roof that looks like this, I guess. Nope, that way. Yeah. And okay, so it's like that and that, or maybe it's, that looks so big on it though. Although actually that doesn't look that bad. Like it looks it looks decent, I guess. But it doesn't go into the house. Do you see the problem there? I'm gonna have to like pull it back more. Okay, and then I mean honestly the slope doesn't look too bad. Like it looks kind of the same. This is a really painful This is really painful for me, by the way. Just letting y'all know. This is extremely painful. I like the water in the background though, because there is actually water in the background. There's actually a river like that goes right behind the house, and this is like perfectly matches it up with it. So that's why I chose this spot. And there's a little bridge that goes over there, but whatever, I can't do that. I can only do so much. Okay, and then in the front of the house, there's another porch. This house has a lot of porches. So it's like a porch like that, and it's pretty small, and it has the same little these things, but the roof is like this. Yeah. Oh, it needs to be pulled in a little bit more. Yeah, like that. That's kind of the. Oh man, it looks so tall. I mean, big, but like it needs to be, because it needs to be tall, you know. So it's kind of hard to like get. What if I made these taller? What would it look like? Oh, I kind of like that. Is it bad that I kind of like that? Oh, I don't like that though. That looks really ugly. What if I made this? What if I made the bottom floor short and the other two floors tall? It's an interesting dilemma that's going on here. I mean, that's a good ratio. Like, it's a good ratio. And the reason why I wanted to make this one short is because the pillars, when they're really tall, they look super weird. Like, this looks more proportioned. Okay, so let me put the color on, because maybe that'll make me feel a little bit better about this. So it's basically blue slats, but it's a really bright blue, so it's not going to be like this color. But just bear with me just for a second while I try to find. No, that doesn't. That looks fake. Like, see how it looks like a plasticky kind of slat? Like, it looks. I mean, it's the right. It's not even the right color actually. I need. That's too dark. That's too teal. Ooh, what about this? Oh, I think I found it. Yup, that's it. Perfect. Okay, let me see if I should do blue though. No, that's too pale. Wow, so pale. Okay, so that looks good. And then the roof is a cottage styled, so like kind of like, I don't know if it's like terracotta. It's more like this, but this doesn't have a good red in it. This is a better red. I need like a fire engine red, like that color. Ooh, that's a better color actually. I'm just trying to like see what's the best red. And that's not a good red. Nope. 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 Oh, that's a really cute tiling though. I like the tile. I just don't like the color. Red. Whoa, that is bizarre. Oh, right, because that's it's not an in-game one. What if I just toned it down a little bit? You know, if I tone it down a little bit, it's not that bad. But it looks too realistic. Okay, so there's no reds in this one. This red's pretty good. Pink, too dark. Too dark. Too dark. Too dark. Actually. Yeah, too dark. Too dark. Too dark. Too dark. And then this one is just wicked bright. Like it's really bright compared to the rest of the game, so it's a little bonkers. Like this honestly matches the pattern of the roof a little bit better, but I don't know. I think this is pretty good. Like it's not the worst thing in the world. The house is looking a little darker than it should though. Like in the games, it looks so bright. Maybe I should go with this one. How does that look? Does that look too much? What if I did the teal version of this, though? Oops, hold on. Because some of the pictures and some of the versions have like a teal looking house. I really don't know. This is way too pale. If this was just a little bit darker, I mean brighter. I mean, honestly, like if I squint and kind of like blur my eyes, it looks pretty similar. I'm gonna stay with this just for a minute, just for a hot minute, and I might end up changing it later, but it's fine. We need to move on. All right, because the inside is gonna be an absolute nightmare. Also, I need to raise the ground a little bit because the ground is kind of like more sloped. Again, it's different in the game. It's like, in the game, it's kind of like, I'm like, why do I keep calling it the game? In the TV series, it's flat. Like there's no slope. But every version that they do in real life, like the real life version, it's all it's always raised up like a little bit. So I don't really know, but it's fine. Okay, so the ground for the deck, it's kind of like a red wood, like a red mahogany. So honestly, I don't know. Like a lot of these woods just kind of look the same to me. I do like darker woods though, but you know, I'm trying to make it lighter, so maybe we'll go with that. And honestly, this kind of fence is not that bad. Like it actually kind of looks right, right. So that's like that. Oops. Need to paint that, and then doot. All right, and then there's stairs, and there's wooden stairs in the front. Like a solid wood. Well, actually, it is a little bit darker underneath, so maybe this will be good. Like that. The path is a little bit different because, again, the setup is not the same. You know, I think the reason why it looks darker is because just the trees are darker, and obviously it's a cartoon. It's gonna be really light and colorful, so I'm not going to be able to replicate it 100%. I'm just going to be able to do as much as I can, you know, the best I can, basically. And unfortunately, unfortunate. It's just how it's going to be. So let's see. Wait, can I move this in a little bit, actually? I wanted to impel terrain constraints. Let me move the terrain down a little bit. Hold on, it's too big. I clicked the wrong button. I want it to be this one. Okay. Now I think I can do this how I want it. Yes, that's how I wanted it. Okay, perfect. All right, so we need a door, and our door is pretty plain. It's not like... It's just a door. I don't know how else to say it. It's just a door with a round top. So I need to kind of find a door with a round top. Like kind of like that, but that looks too castle-y. It's just a regular door. Oh, this will work better actually. Oh, and I can't put it on. Great. Fantastic. Okay. That's perfect. That door looks not exactly like it, but it's pretty close. It has the similar shape. And you'll see when I put the windows on, it has a very ornate window design. Also, another problem with this game is I can't put like this should be lower. This should be the peak of it should be at the second floor. You know what I mean? But the way that roofs work in this game is that roofs start above the next floor. So there's no real way for me to better do that, if that makes sense. So unfortunately, it's the best I can do for now. And like I said, I might finagle this later, but yeah. Let's see. So the windows don't have shutters, and they kind of have this really ornate top to them, and they're kind of square with a rounded top. So I need to look for a square window with a rounded, ornate top to it. Kind of like this, but wait, what? Oh, hold on, wait a second. It's just a little cheat. It's not a cheat because I mean it's just yeah. It's an in-game cheat. Like it's built into the game, so I don't feel bad doing it. Like I could just do that, but that's not it. And the real problem is here, I don't think there's any window that looks exactly like that. Let me try the medium-sized ones. Maybe there'll be some in the medium-sized ones that look better. Whoa, that's really big. If I size it down, it has a glitch to it. Oh, God. That's a door. Why is that in the windows? Yeah, this game is very like modern looking, so it's kind of hard to find like a non-modern looking window. I mean, that honestly, again, I said that it doesn't have shutters, but I might have to do that because there's no other window that I can see that looks exactly like it does in the cartoon. I mean, that doesn't look bad, but I hate when you size down windows how glitchy they look. Like, why can't they fix that? Like, fix that. Again, sizing things down, it's part of the game, but they just don't make things that size down very good, unfortunately. Like that would look so perfect. I mean, not really, but it looked better. So I think what I'm going to do is, if I did that, and it's basically on every single thing. Not there, though, but it is over here. Oh, I see, the problem is I can't really do that because I would need this to be a medium-sized wall, which I could do. Okay, let me just do that one, and then let me try a different one so I can just kind of... I think I like this better, only because it's a little smaller than the other window, and it fits better. I think it might actually fit on the small height. It does. It fits on the small height. Okay, so this is what I'm going to do then, because I think that works out better. Maybe I should raise this up a little bit. I don't know if it's raised in the game or not, but I don't see why it wouldn't be. Game. All right, I'm just going to say game because I can't help myself. And just know that I mean... Just know that I mean the cartoon. Because I'm not going to catch myself every time, unfortunately. All right, I think that looks fine. And I just did that so the window's not touching the ground. Because I don't know why any window would be touching the ground. So weird. So now the windows up here, though, they're different. They're more like this style. So it doesn't center, though. Because why would it? Oh, that's pretty good. Not the best, but yeah, it's just a different window. I wonder if I can make this medium height and then put those on, and it might look better. If I put it like kind of like in the middle, it looks good. Like that. Yeah. And then you never see the back of the house, but I assume they just kind of go around. Because why wouldn't they not, I actually don't know if you see the back of the house ever. I've watched like a lot of the cartoon, but I haven't watched all of them because there's like a bunch of different versions. There's some versions that are like Japanese. There are some versions that are Finnish, and then there's some versions that are like only in Europe, and then there's some versions that are like more like Western. I think like Moomin Valley I think is made by an American. So it's all over the place. This show's all over the place, like absolutely all over the place, which I kind of love. Like I like the chaos, you know. Oh, that brightens it up a little bit. There's also like a weird. Do you see that? There's like a weird texture glitch right there, which is really annoying. I might have to fix that in like the thumbnail, like just kind of color it in white so it looks not bizarre. Yeah, it's just a glitch. I don't think I can fix it. Maybe if I do a different roof style. Does that fix it? Nope, it's just a color glitch. Should I do it like that, or should I do it more like like a flared bottom? I wonder if I could do this and make it red. Oh, that looks perfect. That's literally how it looks. Okay, wait. Wow, this TV show is really irregular. So that's how that looks right there. But it doesn't look like that for the rest of them. So yeah, okay, whatever. All right, so then there's a chimney on this side, like right here, but it's more pointy, like kind of like this actually. Is there a red variant of this? Of course it's floating. Why wouldn't it be? Let me make it larger because it kind of is large. Like it's very, very uniquely large. I don't think it looks like that. I think this is the closest thing in the game that we can get. But I could change the color maybe a little bit. Let me see what I can do. No, it definitely has a white top to it. Okay. And then the top of the tower has a spire thing on it. So like that. And then hopefully I can make it a red color. Well, it's kind of more of a bronzy color, so I think that will work. Sure. It's not the best, but again, it's the best I can do with this game. Okay. So now let's just go inside because this is where the nightmare happens, or nightmare starts. First of all, in the game, in the cartoon, there's a, it's like a spiral kind of staircase, like a curved staircase. I can't replicate that. It's just impossible in The Sims. So what I'll do instead is I'll just try my best to fit a staircase in, period, because otherwise I'll never get a staircase in here. I honestly don't even know how to do this, because the walls are so ridiculous. Okay, let me delete this and start over. No, I said delete. Okay. Oh, and you can't put staircases on a slant, because why would you be able to do that? So I think what I'm going to have to do is I'm going to have to kind of reorient the house a little bit, which I really don't want to do because I don't know how I'm going to do this otherwise. No, I need to have it like this way. But the problem is then really the layout of the house doesn't really fit anymore. Also, not gonna lie, the pictures don't make sense, like with how it's supposed to look. I don't really understand it. Okay, that's not terrible. It's not the best thing in the world, but it's not terrible. And the reason I say that is because in the all the different versions of this game, oh my god, I hate myself right now. In this cartoon, they are all different. Like they're all different. I just don't know how to make it make sense. Hold on. I also need to fit in like these staircases. Oh god, guys, this is not gonna work out. I don't know how to do this. I don't know how to do this right. Because the problem is, and I think I know what the problem is that this one is short. This one's too tall. If I do that, and then I do... Well, what if I did all mediums? Maybe that'll be good enough. This game is all about good enoughs. Can I even fit a staircase in here? Like, that's the problem. Like, I might not even be able to fit a staircase in here. Ooh, I could. I can do it. But that doesn't make any sense. Like, absolute sense compared to, like, what the show looks like. So, let me just try... Oh, man. This is why they had to make it bigger in real life, you know? Because it doesn't work. It doesn't work otherwise. Yeah. You know, I think I could be wrong here, but I think I'm just going to replicate the inside of the house. And I know that's not perfect, but at the same time, I don't really think I'm going to be able to do this because I would need... I just don't think this house is replicatable in The Sims when it comes to functionality. Aesthetics, yes. Functionality, I don't think so. Even the toys, like the staircase, like if you looked at the staircase, on the toys, they take up the whole thing. Like the absolute whole thing. What the heck did I just move? Also, how tall was this? Like that? And these were like up a little bit. I don't even remember. I don't think they were that tall, was it? I think it was more medium height. And then like that. Do I have two there? So weird. Yeah, if I want to be able to do anything. Oh, I see how it looked. Never mind. If I want this to work, then I'm going to need to just replicate the different floors, and maybe I can hide, like, so that if this is functional, like in real life, like if you're playing the game, maybe I can make it so that there's staircases in the back that you don't see from the front, which I know is kind of like cheating, but I might have to. And don't get me wrong, I'm not shitting on Moomin Valley, like the physics of it, because it's a cartoon. They don't care about the physics of real life stuff. Like I wouldn't. Like if I was making a show or a cartoon, like I wouldn't care about real life physics or whatever. Like, you know what I mean? So I'm not. Don't worry. I'm not like crapping on them because of that. It's just it unfortunately limits the ability for you to make these things functional in real life, because people like making things in real life. They like making museums, like the Studio Ghibli museum, based on the cartoon house or whatever, the from My Neighbor Totoro, you know what I mean? Like they try to replicate the farmhouse. People like to replicate things in real life, and unfortunately you just can't really seriously do that. Also, I put that window back in there. The picture that I'm seeing doesn't have a window there, but it really doesn't make sense why there wouldn't be a window there. And also, additionally, it doesn't make sense for there to not be a window there because, hold on, there's a, it's not, it's kind of like that, but I wonder if I can put another one of these here to try to create a more, yeah, okay, that's kind of how it looks. No, you know what? I'm going to say that this is more of like an archway. Like a really big archway. Hopefully we have one of those. But yeah, so people like to replicate things in real life, and I'm not crapping on the cartoon. I love the cartoon. You know what I mean? It's just, it creates limitations. So it's going to be harder, which is fine. It's how it's going to be, you know? Okay, so I'm trying to create a really wide arch because there is a wide arch in the show. Again, I just don't know if I'm going to be able to. I mean, it's not terrible, but it's also not exactly right either. I might have to just do that. That looks really dumb. Again, I'm gonna have to take some liberties because if I wanted to make this house exact, then I wouldn't be able to. It wouldn't look the same. So I might end up making a version where I might end up going back in like later and like modding some like stairs in here, like try to find some curved stairs. That would be awesome if I could find staircases that go like this, you know? Because the stairs aren't really very much talked about. They kind of go like this. Like that's how the stairs go, and they start here. So I'm just gonna close that section off to imitate where the stairs would be, you know? And then I'll put in the rest of it. So it looks like it kind of goes from, oh my God. I can't even touch it. I can't even connect it. This house would have to be so much bigger. I'm trying to think, like, what should I do? Should I sacrifice the integrity of the show? I literally might have to start completely over if I do that. So I think what I'm going to do here is this one is going to be a replication of the outside. And then I will create one where it's a more realistic version. So this is going to be a more version that's closer to the show, if that makes sense. It's just what I'm going to be able to do, unfortunately, you know? So like that. I don't even know how I'm going to get realistic to the show. Kind of like that, because that makes a little bit more sense, because what it looks like in the cartoon is they kind of have like a stove like this here, and then they have two counters on either side. I don't have all the pictures, unfortunately. They're not all loading, so I'm just gonna have to kind of improvise or remember. And I remember it's something like, oops, I like the white cabinet. Where's the white one? They didn't have like, something like that. I don't know. It kind of looked more old timey, like that maybe. And they had a hood up above. Like that, I think. It's so hard because like I don't have all of the necessary items. I don't have all of the. I'm missing a lot of the tools to use. I also don't have all the pictures, unfortunately. Okay, so then they had. Oh, where'd that picture go that I really really liked? Oh, here it is. Okay. So it has like this long, like kind of a square table. Wouldn't be like that though. Kind of like that. And the table has a tablecloth on it. Unfortunately, I don't think I'm going to be able to do that unless I can find a table with a tablecloth. The tablecloth is just like white. So maybe something like that. I mean, this is a little bit more modern-y looking, so I don't think I'm gonna go with that because they have kind of look like an older styled table, like this. Because everything in the show is kind of looks like it's just like thrown together. So then all the chairs are different colors. They do have a blue chair right here. They have a white chair right here. They have a pink chair. I don't know if I can find a pink chair. I guess I could go with maybe like that because it's kind of pink. Ooh, or I could have done. It's fine. Then they have like a dark brown wood chair. And then I can't see anymore, so I'm just gonna kind of guess they have a green chair here or something. And then on this side, they'll have another brown chair. Sure, why not? Okay, and then under that, they have a carpet. It's kind of like, looks like this actually, but with, it's black and white. This one kind of looks like it, but ooh, this is quite nice. Oh, it only comes in those colors though. The carpet is black and white, so that's why I'm trying to find one that is black and white. Kind of like that, I guess. I don't know. I feel like it has more white in it. Ornate. Ooh, this is quite nice. Oh, this one actually matches the. It's not the same like shapes, obviously, but it's kind of has the same general design to it. They're just in different patterns, so that's not bad. Okay, that's pretty good. So then, the wall color is pink. Like it's just a paint. No, it's kind of stripy. I don't know if there's a pink color. Where's that? Was this wallpaper? Wallpaper? Maybe it's like. Oh, that looks like it. Yeah, that ugly. Love it. And then for some reason they have. Well, okay, because there should be a wall like right here. Like there should be a wall right here, and I just can't do that. Although I wonder if I could actually. Let me try to do this, and then just do that. Can I change the color though? Okay, never mind. Whatever. But because of that, you know what I can do? I can put a. Oh, I think I'm just gonna fake it till I make it kind of thing. You know what I mean? All right, put that there, and then put like that there, and then on this side, it's gonna be the same wallpaper, but it's gonna be green, because why the heck Not. Okay, maybe not the same wallpaper. Oh, dang it. My phone just crashed. So while that reloads, I just know I need to find a green wallpaper. It's also stripey though, so that's the thing. I need to like replicate the stripes. How come there's no greens? There's like pinks, blues, yellows, but there's no greens. Did you see that? There's literally no greens. What the actual heck? That is not it. That's not it either. I wonder if I'm not gonna be able to find it. Also, my internet has died completely in my house. Apparently. So it's gonna be quite unfortunate. Whoa. Ooh, what's this about? I mean, I know this is corrugated steel, but it kind of doesn't look like it though. You know what I mean? Unless I can find a green in here. That's not bad though. I think I like the other color better. Yeah, that's nicer. I'm good, my internet's back. Because the problem was that I have everything saved on, I was like looking at a reference sheet, so a reference picture. And well, I know there's a couch right here. Oh god, oh no. Okay. So there's also supposed to be a stove in here somewhere. I think I can put it like right here maybe. I know it's not the exact spot that it's in, but it'll get the job done. And I also can't really see around the corner. So I think I'm just going to have to go with that. And then there's also like a bookcase. Yeah, like one of these like older looking bookcases. Kind of like, it's kind of like right there. I know it's not really exactly great, but you know, it's the best I can do. Let's see, it kind of looks like it's a little bit darker. Yeah, there we go. I think it just looks dark in here because there's no lights. There's like a chandelier over the table. Kind of like one of these older looking ones. Yeah, you can see Moomin Papa right there, and Moomin Troll, and Snufkin maybe. He's on Snufkin's always on the couch. There's always a couch like right here, so I need to put that in because that's like Snufkin's couch. Yeah, that looks pretty old. All their stuff is like kind of like, you know what I mean. You know my style, like your grandparents' house, kind of looks like that. It's really big though. Definitely like this one better, but it doesn't quite like fit. Did not say do that. I don't even know what this is like, because it's flat here. But then like, what is this empty space? I thought it might have been the bathroom, but I don't really know. Okay, so anyway, stairs, and then I really wanted to do the stairs because they have a really cute like family pictures going up. But oh well, not much I can do there. And then that's what the stairs would be, and then you go up here, and then the stairs would come up like, oh my god, like something like that, and then the stairs would then continue up like that, I think. So you would have the stairs going up like that, and then you'd have this wall right here. So I'm just gonna get rid of this actually, because I mean you know where it's at. And then this is, I don't really have pictures for the rest of this house because I can't find anything, so I'm just gonna kind of make it up as I go. Sure. You know what? I'll continue the pink all the way up into this area. This is where oh god, what's her name? So sorry, my internet crashed again. Oh my god. Well, this is quite nice. And then I'm just trying to look at the pictures to try to see if I can figure anything out about this house, but I don't think so. I just know this is a kind of girly room. It's supposed to be the it's supposed to be like the guest room, so like that, I guess. And oops, the Snork Maiden, that's her. This is her room, so I'm just trying to make as best I can. I wish they gave Snork Maiden more, like, I don't know, I feel like they don't give her much episodes, really. Put it there, I suppose. Sure. And then, like, you know, she's kind of girly. I'll give her, like, the traditional stuff, maybe a plant or two. Where's some plants? And then this will be like her like vanity kind of. Let's see. Again, sorry I'm not like being super detailed on this. It's just there really isn't much details that I could find without rewatching every single episode, which I totally would do. But I also have a few other things I need to do today, so I'm just going to go with this and then hope for the best. Let's see if I can do like that. I think it's a pretty cute room. And then I just put in a door. I think it's just a regular door, like a regular white door. Yeah. Whoa. I forgot how tall these walls are, though. That's why it looks so weird. Yeah, unfortunately, I'm not going to be able to do too much about fixing that. you know. Okay, so then the stairs would go up again, but I can't do that. And then this would be Moomin Papa and Moomin Mama, their rooms. I got a little confused with how it's like set up. In the show, I thought they only had one room, but in the diagram I was looking at, they had them as having two separate rooms, which sounds like something like a divorcing couple would do. You know what I mean? I didn't mean to do that. Doesn't really make too much sense to me. So I'm just going to do it how I remember it, and basically where they just had and the other problem is there's also supposed to be a bathroom, if I remember correctly, like here, kind of like an ensuite, but also for the whole house because, I mean, yeah. So let me go down there, get this door, and then I'll put like a door there and there. And then all the the stairs continue up like that. And then, and here's the bathroom, and here is Mama, Moomin Mama and Moomin Papa's room. And they kind of had like an old-fashioned looking bed, like one of these things, you know. Again, small house, so it's kind of doesn't really work that great. Guess I could put it there. I really don't, I'm at a loss because I don't remember the show spending too much time in here, if any at all. So that's why I'm kind of at like, I don't know what to do. Is there any like old-fashioned-y looking paintings? Let's see. Yeah, sure. That works. All right, and then the bathroom, I just remember it has like a tub. There's really not much room in here. Oops. Like that, and then maybe I'll move the door over here. I really am at a loss, to be honest, guys. I don't remember anything about the bathroom. And then like I'll just put Moomin. Okay, and then sink. I'm just gonna shove it like right here. Size it down maybe. Yeah, there we go. More stairs go up. And this is where I am going to struggle quite a bit because I don't really know how to yeah, it kind of just looks like they had a little rug here. Okay. So a little rug. Circular rug. Sure. And then a bed. It's where Sniff lives too. There's like a bunk bed. And we don't have bunk beds in the game, so there's not much I can really do there. You know, just know there's like another bed, like another bunk bed, kind of. Again, it doesn't make sense because in the cartoon, the walls are like regular walls. But in order to do that, that would mean that the roof would not work the way it does. So I'm just trying my best. And then over here is like a desk that he occasionally sits at. And again, I'm not going to put too much effort into this because I don't know much. There's really not much information. Just kind of looks like a chair, you know? Whatever. And yeah, and then the staircase would go like up here again. So That's about it. I'm not gonna really do too much. I kind of want to focus more on the outside now because that's the part that I kind of am most happiest with. So what I'm gonna do now is look at the outside. I know they have a pretty big tree around. Let me remove those ones. Yeah, okay, so in the anime or the cartoon, there's like a big floofy tree in several of them. Again, because they are kind of different depending on which show you're talking about. It's kind of like, maybe not that tall. Oh, this is much better. Yeah, so like that. And then in some of them, there's a taller tree in the back, like that. And then okay. And then there's also like bushes and flowers along the sides of the house. Like here, here, here. And then there's also flowers. Lots of flowers, like right here. So this area is kind of like not overgrown, but just kind of very like a garden, you know? Okay. Like that. And it goes all the way down to like here. So I need to, again, if you're ever wondering like where I'm finding this stuff, like where I'm like kind of getting all this stuff from, it's just, I'm not just Google imaged searched like Moomin Valley house, you know, Moomin Valley inside house or whatever, like that. And then over here there's some, which doesn't really make any sense because it's kind of dark, but whatever. Okay. And then what else is there? So there's the path is a little strange. It kind of goes like that. I mean, it's not too strange. So let me put that in. I think it's dirt. Again, it changes in every single one. So I'm just going to paint down some like rocks maybe. I think rocks are pretty cute. Like a rock path. Okay, and then is there anything else? I'm going to do a little bit of terrain painting. Oh man. If I ever sound discouraged, guys, don't worry. It's not because of like Moomin Valley. It's literally just Sims. Like The Sims is the absolute worst game to like do anything, like replicate anything in, because it's so frustrating. But it's also kind of it's like a challenge, so I'm not like permanently discouraged. I'm just kind of like, oh my god, I wish they'd fix the glitches, you know? Like there's a lot of glitches in this game, which doesn't make any sense because, you know, Sims is a really popular game. There should not be any glitches in it. Or if there should be, then they should be fixing them. But these glitches have been here since the beginning of the game, so it's just discouraging and annoying. But I'm really actually having a great time though. I love Moomin Valley House. And then so this path looks like it kind of goes from here down like this way to the bridge. that. So I'm just gonna do that, and maybe put another bush in here. This is what I'm talking about. It's so irritating. The glitches. There we go. And then put some more flowers down. And I don't think there is a path that I saw, but I'm gonna put another path kind of going like around here, because, or maybe I put a little tree or something here. That way it kind of like breaks it up a little bit, because there definitely is more trees like around the house. So like that. I think that's pretty cute. Mailbox? I don't think they have a mailbox. Yeah, and then there's also some more trees behind it too. So let me put this over here and like size it up. Like that. It's so big I can't get it all in one shot. It's actually really good though, because those cliffs in the background are kind of also in there in the game too. It's actually really funny how accurate this map is coincidentally. And then there's also some more bushes over here, some more like leafy bushes. So it's like a bush like here, and then there's some kind of like little rocks too, but they're kind of more like brownish rocks. So let me put them like that. I don't really know why there's rocks, but it's fine. And then I'll put some more dirt paint underneath them so it kind of looks more blended in with the ground. And then under the trees, because there's not going to be much grass growing underneath trees. Yep. And that's it. I hope you enjoyed, because, I mean, it was certainly an adventure. And, uh-oh, wait, hold on 1 second. I forgot to put a window right there. There we go. All right, now I think we're good. All right, perfect. All right, well, thanks everyone again. Sorry this one was a little bit frustrating, but that's just because that's The Sims for you. But yeah, I had a pretty good time remaking it. I might end up making a more realistic version where I can actually like fit all the furniture and stuff in. And I'm going to look for mods and stuff for like curved stairs. So hopefully that will work too. Because otherwise I don't think I can make this functional, this house. And that's a real shame, because I think it'd be really fun to like play in, you know? I think that'd be really fun for people to be able to play in the Moomin house. So yeah, without further ado, thanks everyone, and I hope you have a lovely day. And if you like my content, I know it's kind of all over the place, but if you like my content, then feel free to like and subscribe, and I really appreciate it. So thank you all, and have a lovely day. Bye.